Akron, Ohio, have a vision. They see life as Devo, devolution. Last year they had a giant hit record, you may recall it. It's called Whip It. All right, that was the old Devo, though. The new Devo is much more traditional. They no longer wear cereal bowls on their heads. Watch. Okay. Devo is going to usher in the Halloween holiday with two shows at Radio City Music Hall on Saturday night, and right now we are delighted to welcome two members of the group, Jerry Casale and Mark Mothersbaugh, alive at 5. It's nice to have both of you with us.
Well, it's nice to be here.
We're delighted, Jack.
Good. Well, I'm glad. Why are you wearing those glasses?
Because I'm legally blind without them.
That's a good reason. What is the new image with the plastic JFK-type hairdos? Is this part of the preppy influence in our country this day? Or?
Actually, we're just adapting to the feudal corporate state that we find ourselves in today.
Is that F-U-T-I-L-E or
feudal, like
F-E-U-D-A-L?
Camelot.
Like Camelot.
Yeah, not futile.
No, feudal, as in warring. The song Whip It was a vehicle that allowed you to perhaps move from being a cult group a little more toward the mainstream of rock and roll. It was a big record, but it was a record that was misunderstood to a degree.
That's why it was big.
That's why it was big?
Right.
You want to explain what you mean?
Yes.
Remembering that this is on at 5:30 in the afternoon and it's live.
I'm contemplating. People thought it was a song with certain sexual innuendos.
Right.
When really it was a song of moral uplifting value.
Why?
A can-do philosophy that's familiar to all American businessmen. But it was popular because people could interpret it as being convoluted and sick.
And that was the reason they went out and bought it, you think?
Everything that sells usually is.
Everything that sells usually is. Why did you change your image from the bowls on your heads to the...
Chemotherapy, Jack.
Fine.
No, we didn't like being made fun of, actually.
Oh, probably.
Too many people thought they were flower pots, and we didn't appreciate being made fun of in that manner.
Oh, well, I can appreciate a sensitivity, I suppose, but what were they?
Well, they were energy domes, as a matter of fact.
Energy domes.
Yeah. Energy comes up through your body and escapes out the back of your occipital lobe, and we made the hats to capture that energy, kind of like a Jacob's ladder, and send it back down through your body.
I see, but...
That's back down.
I know it's a dirty word these days, but we're...
What, body?
No. We're kind of conservationists.
Conservationists?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we were trying to recycle our energy.
Well, it's all right. What's dirty about that?
Well, people accused us of wearing flower pots.
Oh. Well, one of the things I read said that they were looked like dog bowls. Feed an animal in. So.
That was a funny thing. We fed dogs out of those before, and they enjoy it.
They probably went right for it, right?
They did.
If the dog was hungry. What are you trying to get across with your music? What is the message? When you're on the stage, you are one of the more animated bands doing rock music.
We're basically a musical laxative for a constipated society.
I like that.
I mean, I guess Mr. Cousins kind of provided us the proper lead-in.
Well, as a matter of fact, I suppose the two segments would fit together. Aren't you awfully young to be...
He said people do it in their own way, and we're doing it in our own way.
Aren't you awfully young to be so cynical, though, about what's going on with all of us?
I don't think we're cynical at all.
You're not?
No.
We just watch the news.
And that'll sometimes do that for you. All right, well, Devo is going to be across the street from where we are right now on Saturday. They are going to do two shows. They are an up-and-coming group of rock musicians with a message. Actually, several messages. And some of the stuff they do is kind of fun to listen to because as your mind begins to wander, you can sort of play your own game with the lyrics and with the style and with the animation. We thank you for being here, and we wish you success with your careers as members of Devolution.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Nice to have you with us.
Duty now.
Right. Susan?
Okay, as we continue today, we will be hearing from Liz Smith, and up next we will meet the great Lorraine Newman. We'll be right back.